Hello, everybody. I hope you're well. I'll just wait for a few of you to come on before I start doing what I do. Hope you're all well. See who we've got on with us this evening. I know there's a problem with Facebook at the moment, so I don't know if... Hello. Let's have a look. Very odd. It's not showing on Facebook for some reason. I'm not seeing any comments come up, so if you're there, just pop a comment in the chat. Five people watching, but no comments coming up. What's all that about? Is there anybody there? Place a comment in the chat if you're there. I can see there's 4 people watching, but I'm seeing no comments. 5 people watching. There we go. And the comments have popped up. Yeah, I had problems earlier as well, Pamela. Right, let's see who we've got on. Hi, Christine. Hope you're well, my lovely. Hello to Karen. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Kath. I can see your comments now, so that's all good. It took a while to come up, that did. I don't know why. Let's see if we can share onto Facebook. Let's have a look. No, still not showing on Facebook. Never mind. We'll leave that to the gods, I think. Right. Hello, everybody. Hope you're well. Hi, Jamie. From Florida. I hope everybody in Florida is safe from the hurricane. I've heard it was quite a nasty one. So I hope you and yours are well, Jamie. Thank you for sharing, Tanya. It's much appreciated. Tanya, I've got Ancient Forest for you. These are my native spirit decks to show you the back of the card. This is my native spirit deck. This is one of the first decks I bought. And you've got the Ancient Forest. Now, this is a beautiful card because this shows me that you've got support in abundance for yourself, both from spirit and on the ground. You've got the beautiful trees coming through the forest, and the trees are all about communication and grounding and putting roots down. So I do feel you need to remember your roots, my darling. You need to remember your roots, and you need to ground yourself and spend more time in nature. But you've got the sunlight there coming through the trees, beaming down, and that's the light from spirit beaming down on you. So you are exactly where you need to be at the moment. So keep doing what you're doing because you've got the divine guidance there. Yes, been doing that. That's good to hear. You've also got the abundance of the greens in there, and green is all about support for the heart chakra. So I do feel your heart is in the right place at the moment as well, and everything is on an even keel with yourself after some bumpy times. I won't say the last few months have been a bit bumpy, but you've come out of the other end and you've worked out who's there to support you and who isn't. So you've got a good team around you, my darling, okay? So keep doing what you're doing, and I hope that resonates with you. And look at that beautiful card of all the forest greenery, look, and the light there from Spirit. Keep that communication going as well. All right, my darling, you're exactly where you need to be at the moment. I hope that helps. I'm going to do mini readings, so I'm going to get through as many people as I possibly can this evening, as I always do. Jamie, in terms of Spirit, I'm using the cards at the minute because I'm doing psychic readings. If Spirit pop in, which they very often do, I will let you know, but I can't always guarantee that they will. You see a fairy on that card, Pamela. Interesting. Interesting. It could very well relate to the elementals as well. If you can take the fairy, take the fairy. Okay. Let's see who's next. Who was first on? Hi, Karen. Hi, Christine. I think I said hi to you already. Hope you can hear and see me okay. Jamie. Let's give you a card, Jamie. See what card comes out for you. Gathering your tribe. I feel there's in need of a friendship clear out, my darling. You need to work out who you can and can't trust, and who support you, and who's there to encourage you, and who's there just to criticize and put you down. Okay, my darling. I've got 3 teepees there, so I do feel there's a group of 3 with yourself included, and I do feel the one further away is the one that's kind of not being as supportive as they could or as they should be. But I do feel that you're there for everybody else as well. So make sure that your friendship group and your tribe, as they were, your people, are just as supportive as you are of them. Okay, my darling? Because otherwise they're just going to drain your energy. And if you drain your energy, you can't work from an empty cup, my darling. You can't help everybody if people are draining your energy. Yes. All right. So I hope that helps, and thank you for working with me. Just a quick one. Hi, Karen. Karen, Spirit Keeper of the North. You're very welcome, Jamie. I hope that resonates. Spirit Keeper of the North, my darling. Now, this is purely from Spirit, because you've got the snow there, you've got the cold there, but you've also got the moon energy there. So even though things feel a little bit dark and empty at the moment, I do feel that you've got the moon energy to pull yourself up and pull yourself through the troubled times as whatever you're having at the moment. I do feel that you have a lot of connection with Spirit. I do feel you hear and feel Spirit, and sometimes see them in the corner of your eye as well. I do know they come in visitation in your dreams. So I do know that you have spoken to Spirit in your dream state. But you've also got purples in this card, and purple for me is a healing colour. So I do feel there's a lot of healing needed around you at the moment, my darling. Would you understand that? Big harvest moon on Thursday. Yes, there is. So get your crystals out and charging. You understand all that. Thank you for that confirmation, my sweetheart. Thank you for that confirmation, Jamie. But yes, definitely get the energy of the full moon. Write your incantations and get things sorted out, and charge your crystals up as well. All right, my darling. If you look deep in that picture, I've not seen that before. How strange. And I can only see it on the camera. If you look, there's a wolf. I'm trying to put my finger where the wolf is. I don't know if you can see that, but that looks like a wolf. So I do know you've got the wolf spirit with you at the moment, and that is all about loyalty and protection, but it's also about observation. So again, whatever's going on around you, you need to be an observer, and you need to see beyond what is being said or beyond what is being shown. Okay, my darling? So I hope that helps, and thank you for working with me. Let's see who's next. I think it is a supermoon, Pamela. Pamela, you're next. You have a story to tell, my darling. This is about telling your story, using your voice to speak up and say what needs to be said. And as I'm talking through, I feel like I've got a bit of a cough and I feel like my throat chakra's blocked. So there's definitely, excuse me, there's definitely something that isn't being said that needs to be said, my sweetheart. Okay. Now, there's a little bit of conflict in this situation because we've got the flames of the campfire there, but they're dancing gently. They're not out of control. You are at the moment controlling the way that the fire spreads, so controlling the way the conflict eases. So I do feel that you have to use your voice and try to come to some sort of compromise with people. Let me know if you understand that. It is blocked. I lost my voice quite a bit. Yeah, because you're not saying what needs to be said. You're keeping everything in, my darling, and it needs to come out. Okay, my sweetheart. So make sure you use that voice. Make sure you speak up and say what needs to be said. Yes, you're going to ruffle a few feathers, and some people might not like what you have to say, but it needs to be said. Okay, find a diplomatic way of putting things. Don't go at it like a bull in a china shop and start ranting and raving. Try and find a diplomatic way of putting things where the other person can see your point of view. All right. Yeah, I bet it does affect your stomach too. It's all that nervous energy and that anxiety about should I say anything, shouldn't I say anything? If I say anything, will this happen? If I don't say anything, will that happen? And this is the kind of quagmire, if you like, that I feel that you're in at the moment. It should I, shan't I, will I, won't I, will it, won't it? It doesn't matter how it goes, as long as you have said what needs to be said, whichever way, what will be, as they say. Okay, but either way, it will get sorted out, whether it's on a positive or a negative. And in some cases, it can be both positive and negative. Because there's always a balance in this world between the positive and the negative. So make sure you use your voice, okay, my darling? I'm glad you can resonate with that, my sweet. I'm glad you can resonate. Okay. Who's next? Marianne Harris. Let's have a look for Marianne Harris. Card for Marianne Harris, please. Card for Marianne Harris. 1 second, guys. Sorry about this. Right, sorry about that, guys. I just sat at my door to grab my dog because he was in and out and yapping. Right, hi there. Yes, I know you're there, Marianne. Sorry about that. I just had to deal with the dog. Right. Let's see, card for Marianne, please. I've got music with you, Marianne. As I'm shuffling the cards and tuning into your energy, I've got songs with you. And I can't remember the name of the song. Something about a sunny evening. I'm trying to get the tune, but I can't quite get it. But anyway, there's definitely some songs gone. Sound's gone. Can everybody else hear me okay, or is it just Pamela? That's the one, Pamela. Some Enchanted Evening. Some Enchanted Evening. Da, 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 da. Let me know if that song resonates with you, Marion. Listen to a lot of songs to keep cheerful. Oh, bless your heart. Yeah, but I'm getting that Some Enchanted Evening. So I feel like there's either a lack of romance in your life at the moment, or it's something, or there's zero romance and it's something that you're desiring. Like, I feel like you're ready to settle down. Let me know if that makes sense. And these cards have been quite stubborn, so whatever, I feel like you can be quite a stubborn person when you put your mind to it, because these cards have been stubborn and they're not pulling one out for me. So would you understand a lady in spirit, please, that had something wrong with the head? Yes, I'm married, but no romance. Yeah, I feel like you need some romance in your life, my darling. I feel like you need to kind of go on sort of date nights, or just sit and have a night where you just cozy up on the sofa with a movie and a glass of wine and a pizza or whatever, just to get that remember why you were together moment kind of thing. Yeah, get that closeness back, because I feel like things have gone a bit stale at the moment for you and you're missing the way things used to be. But if you don't communicate this with your partner, they won't know. So you need to communicate this with your partner, because things won't change unless you try and change them, you know. Just cook a nice meal or get a takeaway in or something. Try to push a closeness, but he's not interested. I don't think it's a case of he's not interested. I think it's a case of he's just, people fall into habit. And I think it's just habit, and you need to push out of the comfort zone. People can get too comfortable and too lax with things. They don't realize that it takes work to stay together. So maybe book a night out, go out together, go watch a movie, go to a quiet wine bar and have a drink and a meal. He's a private type, yeah. So he's not one for showing his affections, really, is he? But I'm sure if you communicate that you want to do a bit of romance, maybe do a date night once a week or once a month, I'm sure that something can be worked out between you. All right, my darling, but I do feel that there's some stubbornness there with respect to changes. I feel like he doesn't like change, and he's got quite comfortable with the way things are. You need to give him your passion again. Spirit of fire, this is all about passion. See the way the flames are dancing in the sticks uncontrollably. This is all about catching the flames and catching the fire again, and bringing the love and the passion back into the relationship, instead of keeping it stagnant and letting the ashes burn, so to speak. You have to keep building up and building up and building up, like that fire's been built up. All right, my darling. So I hope that helps, and thank you for working with me. Oh, turn that one back over because I've not gone to anybody yet. Let's have a look who's next. Hi, Tammy. Welcome. Hi, Linda. How are you? Hi, Fiona. Let's go to Fiona. Let's go to Fiona Rawson, please. See if we can get a card for Fiona. Because I do try and do YouTube as well as Facebook when I see the YouTube comments. Don't forget, if you are watching on YouTube, to comment in the chat, otherwise I won't see that you're there. It's really important. Shapeshifter. Okay. Fiona, things are changing. You've got lots of purple there. Purple for me is a healing colour, so I do know that you need lots of healing at the minute. And you've also got the full moon there, so I do feel that you're low on energy at the moment. So whatever's going on, use the energy of the full moon this week to bring that energy back into your body and back into your system, okay? Because I do feel that once you've done the healing, that energy will come back to you, because I feel really drained. You've got the stag there. Don't know if you can see that in the picture, and the stag is all about observation and guidance and counseling. So again, it's about communication and it's about leading by example. The stag is a wise deer. It knows danger, it can sense danger, it's got very good instincts, and I do feel this is with you, my darling. You can shapeshift into anything you want. You can be somebody's best friend or you can be their worst enemy, but it all depends on how they treat you. And whichever one they treat you like is the one that they get shown. But I do feel there's somebody around you at the minute that's treating you with a little bit more disrespect than what you deserve. And it needs sorting, my sweetheart, okay? Don't let anybody walk all over you. Don't let anybody disrespect you. You've got the heather there and the lavender there. The lavender is for sleep, so I do feel that there's not a lot of sleep going on with yourself as well at the minute, my sweetheart. Let me know if this makes sense. So you've got the healing for the sleep and the healing for the lack of the energy that you're feeling at the moment. But you are wise and you have good instincts, so follow your instincts. You've got the blue in the sky for mental clarity, so I do feel that this is an issue that's surrounding your thoughts and surrounding your feelings. So again, it's about getting mental clarity, so use that energy. All right, my sweetheart, and I hope that helps. Jennifer, yes, you may have a reading, my sweetheart. Let's do you next. Hi, Deborah. Let's have a look. Card for Jennifer, please. These are only short, quick, sharp readings because I'm trying to get through as many people as I possibly can. So I hope that's okay with everybody. Okay, so Jennifer. Card for Jennifer. There we go. Warrior of the Heart. There's a little bit of emotional turmoil going on with you, my darling, isn't there, at the moment? But I do feel you have a strong heart to be able to get through this. We are never given more than we can handle. Remember that. And you've got the big polar bear there that's sauntering away on its own, covered in the warm fur. So I do feel that you have the strength and the warmth and the energy to deal with whatever it is that you are dealing with at the moment, my darling. Again, you've got the blue in the card, and that for me is about emotions, and it's still and it's clear. So I do feel that you're using your heart to rule your emotions, which isn't always such a bad thing. but you're strong. You have a strong heart, a big heart, and a warm heart. So don't close it off. Don't let anybody make you bitter. Whatever is going on, don't make it turn your heart into something it isn't. Okay, my sweetheart? And I hope that helps. Let's see. You're very welcome, my darling. Let me know if that resonates with yourself, because I do feel that you need to keep your heart open. Okay, don't close it off. I feel like there's trust issues there going on as well. You felt spirit in your sleep as well, Jennifer, because as I'm talking to you, I'm feeling cobwebs in my hair. So I do know that spirit have been around you and trying to soothe your head at night. You felt somebody stroking your hair at night. And I do feel this is a gentleman that would have been around you, a gentleman that would have been close to you on the earth plane. I do feel this would be a dad or a granddad. I feel more fatherly figure with this gentleman. So let me know if dad's in spirit, please, Jennifer. He's saying there's been lots of tears around you lately, and he wants you to put that smile back on your face. Let me know if that resonates, Jennifer, please. Hi, Teelin. Hope you're well. I'm just waiting for Jennifer's reply. Would you have a connection to horses as well, Jennifer? Because I'm hearing horses, and I feel like the horses, if not, it'll be symbolic. Again, let me know. If you haven't got a link to horses and it's symbolic, I feel like horses are full of trust. They don't trust easily, but once they do, once you have them, and they will follow you to the ends of the earth. They're very loyal creatures once they know and trust you. Let me know if that makes sense, Jennifer, please. And I'll leave that with you, actually. You need to break free from the reins, Jennifer. That's what it's saying. You need to break free from the reins. And I'll leave that with you and hope that helps. Hi, Deborah. How are you, my darling? Yes, you may have a card. I've got a song with you, Deborah. Summertime. Summertime, and the living is easy. Bees are jumping, and the weather is high. Daddy's gone, but your mama's good looking. Come to me, baby, don't you cry. And that's enough for that. But yes, I have that song for you, my darling. So you would understand a gentleman in spirit, a fatherly figure I'm feeling, that would always be around you, especially in the summertime. And summers were special. You made lots of memories over the summer holidays, or what we would call the summer holidays. It was the happiest time, and I want to take you back to that relaxed, easy way of life here. I'm also seeing fields, so I don't know if you was raised on a farm or raised near fields, or you used to run through fields, but I'm seeing fields of corn and wheat. Let me know if that makes sense, Deborah, please. It's always summer there. Bless your heart. You weren't raised near fields, so... Well, are you feeling quite... I'm not trying to make it fit. It could be symbolic. Are you trying to... Are you feeling kind of trapped in at the minute and need that kind of freedom that fields and fresh air will give you? I feel like you need to run free, because this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing you running free through fields. So I do feel that this is maybe symbolic. That's it then. That's why I'm getting the fields and you running through them. I feel like you're desperate for a sense of freedom, like you want to break free from the rigmarole and chains of everyday life. And what I want to say to you is, you can do this, my sweetheart. you Can you take a father in spirit, or is it grandfather in spirit that I'm getting? I shouldn't ask questions. Father in spirit. I thought it was, because it was more on a fatherly vibration. I did say that in the beginning. So Dad's just coming through to say you are more than capable of breaking free from the routine and breaking free from the cycles. You've just got to use your intuition and use your creativity, because he's telling me that you're a very creative person. He's shown all sorts of things that you can do to break free from everyday life. He wants you to stop dealing with everybody else's problems. It seems to be the theme of the night tonight. He wants you to stop dealing with everybody else's problems and concentrate on yourself a little bit more. Would you understand that? I also feel things are getting quite stagnant in terms of your whatever you do for a living as well. I feel things have got quite stagnant and quite, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word. But yeah, you can take that. Thank you for that confirmation. Would you understand Dad also having like a cough towards the later end of his life, and he struggled a little bit with his words as well? You've retired. Why do I get a sense of boredom with you? Excuse me. I get a sense of boredom and I get a sense of stagnation. So I feel like you need to do something, either some volunteer work or maybe go back into part-time work. Yes, you understand Dad having a cough. That's great. Thank you for that confirmation. Not great that he had a cough, great that you can confirm that for me. It's just evidence because you are. Well, that's the simple answer to that one. So I feel like in order to break free from the cycle and in order to break free from the stagnation, you need to find a hobby, or you need to find something that you can do that'll make you feel like you're fulfilling your purpose in life. Because I feel like you want to help people, but you're not sure how to go about it. Start with volunteering, I want to say. Things filled with gold song, yeah. Doing volunteer in thrift shop. Well, that's good. So that'll keep your hand in and keep your mind busy and keep your mind occupied. So yeah, you've just got to find things to keep yourself occupied and keep yourself going. All right, my darling. Again, it's about getting creative with your time. Maybe doing some sort of hobby and turning that into a little side business, maybe bring some extra money in for you. Dad's saying you're more than capable of doing that. It's just to let him know. Would you understand yourself not sleeping very well at the minute as well? Because Dad's telling me that you're not sleeping very well at the minute, and he's giving you a healing blanket. He's wrapping it around your shoulders and giving you a healing blanket, and he's saying that, oh yeah, of course you'll get there, my sweetheart. Of course you'll get there. But you need to rest more, you need to sleep more. Dad's saying you're not getting enough sleep, and it's just to let you know that he's around you. And you've heard his footsteps at night as well, because he's been around you at night time especially. So if you've been waking up at sort of between 2 and 3 in the morning and you've heard footsteps, it's 2:30 in the morning there. Oh, bless your heart. So you've heard Dad's footsteps around. Yeah, he said between 2 and 3 in the morning. So that's spot on that then, isn't it? Bless your heart. Well, thank you for joining me in such a late hour of the, well, early hour of the morning, I should say, or late hour of the evening, whichever way you want to take it. But yeah, just get creative with your time, my darling, okay? And it'll help you break free. Find some new hobby or another volunteering job or something that makes you feel like you're making yourself useful, because I feel like you need to feel useful to people and you're not feeling very useful at the moment. I feel like you go unappreciated. All right, my darling. So I'll leave Dad's love with you, and I'll say thank you for working with me. Linda. Oops. Who's that? Bless your heart. Okay. Linda. Hi, Helen. Let's have a look. Linda, would you understand yourself not sleeping at the moment as well? Because I'm getting an amethyst with you, and I'm also feeling quite tired and quite drained of energy. So let me know if that makes sense to you, my darling. The minute I tuned into your energy, I just feel so tired. You don't sleep at all. Get some amethyst and lay it by your pillow or by your bed, because it's known as the sleeping stone and it should help you sleep. Also, try and take a warm drink before you go, not coffee, maybe like a malted milk drink, warm milk, or a hot chocolate or something to kind of, you're tired all the time. Yeah, I get that. I get that with yourself, as you can see. Okay, you can take it off me now. Thank you. Okay, my sweetheart, let's see what the card has to say for you. Oh, let's have a look. You got Grandfather Sky with the crescent moon. Look at that, beautiful. The storm clouds there, my darling. So I do feel that you find it hard to turn off. Mentally, you find it hard to turn off. You've got all these things whirring around in your head, and it is literally like a fog, like a big storm cloud building up over time. And this is why you're not sleeping. You need to get rid of all that angst and all of the day's troubles. And I want to say write them down. Write them down in a journal. If you haven't already done one, get a journal and write them all down. Get it all out your head before you go to bed. And this should help you feel ready for sleep then. Because then it's not going around in your head. You've let it out. You physically let it out by writing it down. And you might find a pattern as to what you're stressing about and why you're so stressed all the time. I do feel there's a lot of people that put on you. Again, it seems to be the theme of the night. There's a lot of people that put on you. And this needs to change, my sweetheart, okay? Because this is what's draining your energy. But you've got so much going around in your head, it's hard to see the wood for the trees. And it's like you want to help this person, then you've got to help that person, then you've got to help. And I feel so overwhelmed by everything at the moment. Does that make sense with yourself? The feeling of it's an overwhelming feeling. You need to just shut the world out for a day or two and just have Linda time. And there's somebody playing on your heartstrings. You've got the trickster there, which is the fox. So you've got somebody around you that isn't as bad as what they say it is. And this is the person that's giving you the headaches, because I feel like I'm getting a really bad headache at the moment. Would you understand a lady in spirit that had a stroke condition, please? Because I feel all this side of my face has gone numb, and that to me normally represents a stroke condition. I'll just wait for your reply before I carry on. But you've definitely got somebody playing up on only your friend's mum. Okay. It doesn't matter as long as you can understand the lady. She's coming through to say to you about this. It doesn't matter if it's your mum or your friend's mum, but I do feel a lady in spirit that had a stroke condition, and she's coming through to say that there's somebody putting on an act, if you like, with regards to wanting the sympathy all the time, sort of attention seeking, if you like. Things aren't as bad as they're making out, but because you're so willing to listen and lend a hand, it's like they're coming to you all the time saying this, that, and everything else. And she wants you to be aware that it's not all as bad as it seems, and it's time you said, you know what, I've given you the advice, I've given you my opinion, it's time to deal with it yourself now, because I've got my own problems to deal with and I haven't got time for yours. And you kind of need to be as blunt as that with them, okay, my sweetheart? So I'll leave that lady's love with you, and just to let you know that she's watching and she's trying to help you with the situation, okay? But don't let anybody pull the sympathy vote. Yeah, that's well, I wouldn't say they're lying, but I get the feeling that they are putting it on and they are making it out to be worse than what it actually is. Now, whether that's lying or not is open to your own interpretation. I'll leave that with you, my darling, okay? Okay, let's see who's next. Who's next? You're very welcome, Linda. You're very welcome. Tammy. Hi, Jane. Hi, Deborah. Tammy, let's pull a card for you. You've been called to work with spirit, my darling. Answering the call. See the rainbow in the background? You have got divine guidance. You've got mental stability. You've got emotional stability there. But it's been a bit of a rocky path towards your spiritual calling, I want to say. So I don't know if you work with spirit or if you've considered trying to work with spirit, but they are definitely waiting for you and ready for you to work whenever you are, my darling. Okay? Let me know if that makes sense. A message from your guardian angels, Teeling. I can try. You're very welcome, my darling. Do you work with spirit, Tammy? Or have you considered working with spirit? Let me know if that makes sense. I can ask the cards to give you a message from your guardian angel. You've not considered working with spirit. Well, they're wanting you to work. You've got the capabilities and the skills, my sweetheart. So maybe do some research and consider starting to dip into it a little bit, either with the cards or with healing or with mediumship, whichever you feel drawn to. Spirit are ready and waiting to work with you, my darling. That's all I can say about that card, really. But you've got the rainbow there, so everything will be right. You've got nothing to fear. Okay. Healing. Let's have a look. This will be from your native guide, because these are my native guides cards. So whether it'll be a message from your guardian angel or not, I don't know, my darling, but let's see what the cards have to say for you. You feel drawn to them in the last few days. Okay, why is that? I feel they're trying to steer you onto a pathway. T. I'm just going to call you Lynn, actually. Don't feed the medium, Lynn. Don't feed the medium. Let's see. Walking in beauty. You're exactly where you need to be right now. But I do feel they're steering you onto a better pathway, onto a clearer path. I do feel that you've had some storms to walk through because you've got the storm clouds there. So I do feel there's been a lot of mental clarity cleared up, but there's still a little bit of a way to go. You've got the love and light of spirit there helping you along the way, helping you walk through the storms, and you've got the strong foundations of the cliff there. So this is about seeing into the future. Don't look back on the past, look ahead, look onto the horizon, and look how beautiful that horizon is. Okay, so this is about you walking in your own power and walking in your own beauty and continuing the work that you're doing with spirit, because I do feel that you work with spirit, my darling. And this is why you're so strongly connective. Your most recent guide is a shaman. Well, there you go then. And that's just saying that you are exactly where you need to be, and you need to concentrate on looking into the future and not holding on to the past, because I do feel there's some past and some shadow work that needs to be done. Jane K. Rogers, you won't be able to be specific with anything with me. What makes you say that, Jane? I hope that helps, Lynn. I hope that helps. Keep doing what you're doing. You've got the support from spirit, you've got the support from your guardian angels, and you've got the support from your guides. Of course people can read you, my darling. What makes you think no one can read you? If you think that, then it won't happen. You're putting a block on yourself. Claire. Let's go to Claire. Claire Plummer. Let's come to you. With all due respect, Jane, I'm not a performing monkey. The only reason why, if people can't read you, it's because you're being negative. So I can read a card for you and you can say no to everything that I'm saying, but I won't know if you're telling the truth or not. Because you're so adamant no one can read you, you're just going to say no to everything I'm saying. So there's an old saying, to those that need proof, no proof is enough. To those that don't need proof. No, you're not being rude at all. No, not at all. I've had people say things like that to me before about how they can't be read, but it's all about your mindset. If you believe that you can't be read, then you won't be read. Do you get what I'm saying? You have to be positive. You have to come with an open heart and an open mind, otherwise you won't get read. Well, if you're sensitive yourself, then people will be able to read you. Claire, sorry, I got distracted. Vision Quest. You need to open your eyes, my darling. There's something you're not seeing. Okay, my sweetheart. You've got all them rocks in the way, blocking the horizon there. It's almost like something's blocking you from seeing a bright and happy future. Again, it's about holding on to the past. But I do feel there's something around you at the minute that you're not seeing quite clearly. So you need to climb up on the mountain and see things from a higher perspective and look at all the scenarios and all the situation as a whole. Okay, my darling? You've got the sun there, just see the setting or rising above the rocks, whichever way you want to view it. I think in this case it's setting, so I do feel that the more you hold on to whatever it is that's blocking your future sight, is going to lead you down a dark path, my sweetheart. And when I say a dark path, I mean it's going to drain your energy. It's not going to be a very positive. Again, like I've just said to Jane, it's about mindset. So what I want you to do, my darling, is look at things from a higher perspective with a more positive mindset, with a view to look into the future. Get them rocks out of the way so you can see that beautiful sunlight. Okay, so you can see the bright future that's ahead of you. And things will start to brighten up for you if you start to do that. Think about what you've got, not on what you haven't got. Think about what you have, not on what you've lost. All right, my darling? I hope that helps you. Thank you for working with me. See, I could pull you a card, Jane, but it'll probably tell you what I've already just said anyway, to be fair with you. Oh, I'm glad it helps, Claire. Right, my darlings, I'm going to call it a night because I'm getting tired and Spirit have called me to time and making me put my cards down. So I want to say thank you all for joining me this evening. Thank you for your company. It's much appreciated. Thank you to Veronica for allowing us this platform to help you all. And thank you all for coming, because without you, we couldn't do what we do. I hope you all stay safe and well until we meet again. May an angel watch over you until we do meet again. And it's just left for me to say thank you to you. Thank you to your loved ones in spirit. Thank you to my spirit team and my guides. And I will now close the veil between the two worlds and hand everything back to Great Spirit, which is rightfully his to hold. All right, my darling. I'll see you all soon. Much love. Bye.